Hi, how are ya? Hello? Hey everyone. I I will figure out a good place for that yet. Hey everyone, how is it going? It is Monday in is this the second or third week of October? No, don't show me a calendar, computer. I would hate that. Second week? Okay, 13 seems midweek. I guess it is the second week of October. How's everybody doing? I don't have a Halloween costume yet, so I'm freaking out. But how is everybody doing? I thought you chopped your hair into a bob and I got really excited. I think I want really long hair, like super fucking long. I'm still deciding. I was watching a little bit of a court case from a guy who's friends with Mario. And a lot of the reporters had really long hair. I was like, ooh, not the reporters, the lawyers. I was like, is that me? Is that me with really long hair? I'm not sure though. I've been on TikTok this week and I just get served a lot of content about getting extensions too. So it might be the universe really wants that. I did do my hair this week. I bleached my eyebrows, so they're bleached now. But then I toned them. So my eyebrow is like, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that is a match. Happy Monday the 13th. Ooh. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a nice week, nice weekend. I look greasy, but I showered. I think I like keep wanting to wear these Halloween clips and I'm just not suited for it. So yeah, this week I bleached my eyebrows and then I just like refreshed my balayage, which is pulling super red in this light. But it's supposed to be kind of neutral. I did have to add some red to the formula because I felt like my hair was super green. But now I guess it's kind of just red. But I wanted to refresh my balayage because I wear my hair up in a messy bun a lot. So I wanted to have that dimension in the messy bun. So, can my chair go down? No. So when I do a messy bun, I kind of like twist it, and I wanted that dimension. And I think the blend in the back of my head, I think the blend is really good. Really impressed with myself there. Very happy with how that turned out. But yes, refresh my balayage this week. I'm still growing out my bangs. It is still a journey. Do you ever miss doing hair? I would say the thing I miss, it's hard because I was doing my hair. While I was doing my hair, I was like doubting myself. And then when I was done, I was very happy with it. And I feel like that tension either it comes from like me or my inexperience or like my lack of confidence, because I feel like in an apprentice relationship, it's a lot of this is what you did wrong and not a lot of like this is what you did right. So I didn't have a lot of confidence doing hair until I left the salon, and then I was like, oh, this worked. Oh, I did it. this worked out. This looks good. I'm good at this. So I like doing hair at home, and I like doing what I can and what I'm comfortable with. And there wasn't a lot of that at the salon, but also I was like in an apprenticeship. Do you keep up with your professional license to get access to nice products? I personally don't. I do not currently hold a cosmetology license. I think it's $200 a year. Is that right, girls? And that doesn't seem like something I want to keep up with. Also, like all professional stuff is also on Amazon at a markup, and I'm willing to pay the markup since I have a really low maintenance hairstyle. So my hairstyle is pretty low maintenance currently. So I use my Identity products, which is Qcknd's line. I don't know anything about Qcknd, so if you're like, oh, you heard what he said on that podcast, girl? No, I don't know if he's like that, though. I'm not putting that on him. But I use all Qcknd products, and you can get them without a license on Amazon. You just, like, pay a little bit of a markup. Have you given John a full haircut recently? I've been kind of telling him he needs one, and he just won't. I wish I could give him a maintenance haircut instead of a complete makeover once a year, but actually I wish he would just get his own haircut, so when he came home I could be like, oh, But I actually got into hair because I was cutting his hair and I wasn't good at it. But I don't keep up with my professional license. I just, like, if I was doing my friend's hair, like, at all, I might need access to, like, more variety of products, but it's probably been about 2 years since I've done anyone's hair in a capacity where it's not, like, bleach, make it blue. You know what I mean? And all of those products are consumer level products anyway. I feel like I'm just giving somebody a hand doing something they can't reach. Like, I'm not really doing it in a professional capacity. So no, I do prefer Wella products, which are professional products, but I have, like, plenty. I want to try Arctic Fox on my natural hair, just a tint of pink. I think that would work. But, I mean, on my own hair, I just give myself painted highlights, which is the other word for balayage. It's just painted highlights. And I wanted a really dark root. So this is all my natural hair color. I've kind of been dealing with a little bit of, like, shedding, I think, from stress with the house. So I also didn't want to bring any color all the way up. I think chunky painted highlights that came up to here would be really cute, especially when I pull my hair back like this. I think that would give a little bit of dimension, and it would also blend, like, my part, which feels big to me. But I just didn't want to bring anything up here. But it would help because, like, up here my hair seems, like, really fine. It, like, looks greasy and stuff all the time. But I really just washed it before stream. It's just kind of like, it needs product in it to sit thicker. And often, like, when you color your hair and when you double process your hair, it will change the texture of it, and I like that texture better. I think it's more of a malleable texture if you want to have texture in your hair, especially if you want to style your hair or have kind of grit to it. I feel like it gives you that. But I just, like, thought about what I want it to do, and for now, just, like, something a little more low maintenance. I did get hair tinsel, though. I just got a box of hair tinsel. My friend Liz from the Qcknd meetup with Alan Fisher is going to come over tomorrow and put tinsel in my hair. I feel like I can do it myself for sure, but I just thought it was one of those things.
Do it, lady. You know?
Thank you, Witch. Sea Slug, hey. Yeah, like, I can definitely do hair tinsel myself. Hardcore, hey!
Love being a trinket head.
We're here. We're all here. Yeah, I think I can do hair tinsel myself, but I feel like your friends coming over to help you do your hair is something I'm desperately missing from my life. I was supposed to go to her house on Friday and it just didn't work out, so she's gonna come here. So I think that's gonna be cool. When I get off stream, I'm going to power clean my house like crazy. Janosh! Oh, Amsel, hey!
Hello.
Hello! Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for using your Prime sub. Always free. And Janosh, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. We're talking about my hair, so now I just need to touch it. But the hair tinsel, I had it up here. I think I brought it back downstairs. Hair tinsel, I'll show you a picture. This was pretty popular a couple of years ago, I feel like. I don't know how popular it was. Like, I don't think it, like... I don't think it was, like, a craze or anything. I think, like, the raccoon stripe was far more popular than hair tinsel ever was. But I'll give you a little look-see. So this is hair tinsel. I like how it looks, like, really... So not quite... Boink. Not quite like this, where it's... Oh. Oh. Oh my god. So not quite like this, where it's really chunky. I like when it's but a piece. Just like a couple little pieces. Almost like this. Just like a couple strands. I feel like I've been seeing hair tinsel a lot recently. Oh, okay. That makes me feel good. Like it wasn't some crazy dream I had. Oh no.
Wow, 60 months.
Thank you so much, Caramare. 60 months is so crazy. Thank you so much. I am drinking jasmine green tea with almond milk. Like frothed into it. I got a frother. I guess I've always had one, and I finally was like, either take it out of the box and use it, or it goes to Goodwill. So it's like, oh my god. The ultimate guide to hair tinsel. Yeah, I like the way it looks here. The only thing is this hair tinsel style is like, you take 2-3 like strands of tinsel and you literally tie them to your hair. So if Liz doesn't feel comfortable doing that, I have the other method, almost like putting in extensions, where you put the hair tinsel through a bead and then you pull a couple strands of your own hair through the bead and then you crimp the bead. And then when you're done, I'll need someone to uncrimp the bead. Like the bead will bend this way and you have to bend it the other way to open it. Jordy!
Oh my god, I love the hair talk. I want to do hair tensile. What colors are you wanting to do?
I got a variety pack, almost kind of like this. It's not multicolor in the strand though. I got a multi-pack kind of like this, and I was thinking this copper color, so it might blend with my natural, and then just kind of like hit the light, because I'm gonna go to Goth Night at the end of the month, and this is kind of my look for Goth Night. I have a few other things in the works, so I'm kind of thinking copper, My hair was supposed to come out a lot more cool toned than it did, but it's obviously very warm toned. I feel like that's the tricky thing with beige. Like it rinses out. But I think I'm gonna do copper. If not, I might do either black or like, I don't know, like maybe like a piercing white. I have the kit downstairs. I could go grab it, but I didn't get it from AliExpress, but it's kind of one of these like full multicolor kits. More akin to this. So there's kind of this like holographic, white holographic in it. So something maybe like that, or copper or black. The mic is pretty quiet. Okay, I don't think it's the... Okay, it is the correct microphone. Is that better? White might look like gray hair, no shade. Okay. I have a gray lipstick look that I've been doing, so that was kind of what I might bounce it off of. Like, my hair was sort of supposed to turn out like this. I didn't use this as a reference photo. I'm just literally seeing this for the first time, but my hair was supposed to be beige, like toned beige, but I just felt like my hair was pulling so green that I added like really like a centimeter of gold to it, and the gold just like ate up everything. So my hair is, I don't know, you can see where it's beige, but it's a warm beige, and like what's that even mean? So when I thought my hair would turn out like this, and I should have trusted the process, and instead I was like, what if it's greener? And like, no, it won't be. So I've had natural hair for 2 years. I'm so ready to fuck it up big time. I'm trying to decide what to do. I see everybody going black. Everybody is like dyeing their hair black right now. I thought about it, but I would do like a really dark brown. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking, just like a couple threads. But the couple thread method is a little bit more difficult. So if Liz, my friend, is coming over to help me put them in, if Liz wants to do the bead method, it's going to look like this. It's going to be like a chunk. But if you tie them individually into your hair, your fucking scalp, it looks like this, just the like threads. This is kind of exactly what I want. Just like 10 threads. Yeah, let me pull up the Qcknd color chart. Which should have been clutched in my hands the entire time. I don't know if he just has it where we can look at it. It's small. It's hard to see. Oh. Does Smoko have this on their website? We can totally look at that. It's Potato Week at my house right now. It's been causing a lot of drama. Nobody likes Potato Week. Here is the My Identity color chart, and I did 7 BB. So this is the color, how it would have turned out, and so pretty. But I put a little splash of six gold, and in the chart, it doesn't look like it would be that warm, but in the bowl, it was definitely like red. So that's my fault. I should have just went with this color because this color is obviously gorgeous. But I thought my hair was pulling super green, and the opposite of green is red. So the right thing to do would be to put a little bit of this in there to cancel the green. But also, the green could have been in my head. Oops. Wish I was off today so I can hang out longer than a lunch break with everyone, but these bath bombs aren't going to sell themselves. Good luck. I saw that the advent calendar came out over the weekend. I did want to look at that on stream. Can you use heat on it on the hair tinsel? So if you're buying hair tinsel online, just read through and see if you can put heat on it or not. I think I paid like $2 extra to get heat resistant tinsel. We should look at the advent calendar online. Maybe we do it Friday when you can be here so you can give us tea. I haven't been on Smoko's website in so long. I have a creator discount with them, so maybe if we see something we like, I get 50% off. They did have this little freak that I was so interested in, and I think I was like, John, do you like this? And he said no. Am I too big? Is it not that serious? Okay, how about that? Okay, here's a lot of blind boxes. I feel like this is Smoko's new, like, strategy to have blind boxes, but they do have a lot of collaborations with Miffy. I'm not obsessed with this design. Like, I know she's a witch, but I don't know. It reminds me of, like, running mascara, almost. Or, like, do you remember a couple years ago on, like, beauty YouTube when the girls would spray their part with that, like, brown hairspray? Or, like, that, I don't know, that, like, part makeup? It reminds me of that, and, like, the water is dripping down. Choke hazard? What? I don't like this design too much. I feel bad because a Miffy witch is right up my alley and it is a unique design. But yeah, it reminds me like her hair makeup is dripping. Oh my god! Inu High. No, she does look like Edward Scissorhand. Yes. If you gave her little scissor hands, this would be a bestseller. I'm so sorry the alerts are that loud. Smoko Miffy blind box. Right here. I've seen these at a couple stores. What is on her lap? A spider? Oh, it's her shoelaces. Okay. $15 is a lot. This is very cute. But I have this. I like weirdly already have this. Hold on. Yep. Okay. So I have this. I don't think mine has bows on it, but mine is a couple years old. But it's basically the same thing. It still has the stars on top. I think the design I have doesn't have the bows. Okay, they're different. Oh, I didn't know there was a keychain version. Oh, I like this one better. Does Squishable have any Halloween stuff? We'll get here. We'll get here. Okay. I just picked up my first Sunny Angel blind box today. Oh my god, I just got mine. I just got mine yesterday. Okay, 2 days ago. Oh, this place in Philadelphia opened where it's like dry ramen packets, but you can buy them and they offer hot water and you can, eat the ramen. I want to check it out. I'm going to invite Alan Fisher, but I don't know if this stuff is like gluten-free. I feel like it is, but I actually don't know. Or the gag will be we'll go and there won't be any vegan or gluten-free things. And it'll be $10, so I'll just be angry. That's the thing. Like, I feel like places like that work in Japan because the cup noodle is probably like $1. But in Philly, I feel like if the cup noodle is more than $5, then spend $3 more and go down the street and go to a restaurant. So I don't know how it would work. I haven't been there yet. I think it just opened. Like between the last time I was in Chinatown and now, I think it just opened. And I was there like 2 weeks ago. Alan and I were literally there a few weeks ago and there were no gluten-free options. Okay, I was going to ask you. It was like the only blind box store we didn't go to. Here is the Smoko Yeti. I do think this is so cute, but I feel like it's so close to Labubu. Wait, a food blind box? I don't know if this is... I think this is just a Smoko branded. I don't think this is a blind box. Have you seen Lovely Emma blind boxes? I got one from the Bunny series and I love her. Oh no, can you send me a link? I'll look at it. So I think these Yetis are pretty cute. I've seen them at like Urban Outfitters. I definitely see these around. But they're kind of like Labubu coated to me a little bit. Lots of really cute Miffy keychains. I'm slightly devastated that plush keychains are now $15, but maybe they were. Maybe they always were. I don't think so, though. Even Squishable, their plush keychains used to be $12, and I hope that they still are. They're not called keychains. They're called, like, bite size or something like Snackers. Here we go. No, maybe there's something smaller than a Snacker. Is it micro? Here we go. No. No. $18? I am holding on to the ones I have so tightly. You can take these out of my cold dead hands. Like, what do you mean $18? There's not a version of me in my entire life that ever would have paid this. This one still has a tag on it. $13.99. You gotta be kidding me. And the way this has a price tag on it, I may have gotten this at a comic book store and not the Squishable store. Because we have a Squishable store. Oh my god, I got him when my theme was going to be Edgar Allan Poe Halloween. Okay, some of them are still... Maybe he's on... Girl, he's on clearance. Wait, aren't these like fragranced? Don't these smell? Or am I thinking of a different one? That one is very cute. Oh my goodness. Ooh, get out of here. Are these keychains? What do these look like on bag? Which one did you get? I like this one. Okay, I'm exiting out of this because it's like saying that my browser is getting a message. Okay, the hen is perfect. Okay, I literally took a no-buy year, maybe it was 2 years. So in the last 2 years, you're telling me that Squishables have gone up $4? Girl? Although she is perfect. $14 for her is fair. I'll say that that's fair. She's got good detail. She is an original character. She's plump. I got the brown one. I was hoping for the yellow one, but I love my neutral girly too. Yeah, I do like the brown one. Oh, I'm in pain. $17. I do have bro. I have him. I think I got him at like maybe Barnes and Noble. Maybe that's where I got the him because he has a price tag on him. Is it tariffs? I don't know. It's either it's probably tariffs, but it might also be that plush keychains are having like a huge moment right now. These prices are motivating me to learn how to sew. We'll get there, cuz me too. I have visuals. Yeah, I should have specifically looked up Halloween. I think I have the girl. I do have bro. Luckily, I was like addicted to shopping and then bought all this shit because now not to support hoarding, but good thing I hoarded all this. I'll be set for my Christmas bags this year. This is so cute. Also, I mean, the cookie is also really cute. I do like these. I do like the quality of these. And I'm actually surprised that these aren't exploding in popularity with all of the other plush keychain moments. Like, I feel like Squishable is falling behind in all this. And they have really cute designs. I think they do too much with the Plague Doctor. I'm kind of like, okay. But then I go in their comment section and I'll click on some of the like accounts that comment and they have like an entire wall of Plague Doctor. So I'm like, okay. It's justified. She has fans. Love this little snail. That is so cute. They also used to do kind of niche collabs. Like my Hatsune Miku is from Squishable. Like this is, they came out with these blind boxes. I think they debuted these at Comic-Con, which like, did anyone go to Comic-Con? $20 is just like tough for me. And they're doing the Labubu thing, the whole carton thing. $320. I'm on my knees. The girls in the know Squishable. Yeah. I have not gotten into Jellycat, but I see you. I see you out here. Oh. The pretzel, I honestly have been looking for a pretzel keychain because I think that that's a very cute nod to Philadelphia. I would buy this shit. The pretzel. I wish he had like a little sprinkle of salt on him though. Sideways one. This is the kind of thing, though, where I would need to buy it in real life. Like, if I was walking around, I don't know, in like a little tourist town and they had but a gift shop that had these items, I might be like, oh, I'm out and about. But this isn't something I would sit down at the computer and pay shipping for and order and wait for and get in the mail and dispute it when my package gets stolen. Like, you know what I mean? Or is that way too specific? You don't want to get into Jellycat. Yeah, I know that there's this skeleton that everyone's really into, and I've seen it bootlegged on Mr. AliExpress. I'm kind of fucked up on this Scotty dog, though. And the soccer ball? And bro? That is cool. Peanut. No, these are actually really good. The sun? Oh no, I'm in trouble. That's so funny. This would be such a good present to like give Valonius for his birthday, like your local little friend. Your local pervert friend. Not saying he's a pervert. He just he posted a like a raunchy artistic nude-ish photo set today. And that would be really funny to give him an eggplant keychain. It seems appropriately themed. I'm not saying that he is a pervert in a negative way. Back to Smoko, which is where we started. And yeah, these Miffies are so expensive. There is like a cute Halloween Miffy that I spied earlier this season and declined, but now I'm seeing people out and about with them, and I'm like, that is pretty cute. Miffy Bouquet, perfect. Oh, and they have a Tokidoki collaboration. I just like, who is the potato? Give me a reason to know the potato and to love him. The like little freak I was talking about, I'm looking for him. Oh. Smoko has a lot of good to offer. Like, look at this friend. Who are you, Mr. Potato? Check out Nude Doll. They have a very cute potato plushie. The ginger is so cute. Oh. I also like this little moment, this little extra tag here. Love the ginger. He's just a little friend. Mime Potato, again, like, I don't, who is he? Love the full body Miff. Very cute. Just a little Miffer. Just my son right here. My daughter. Oh, I see the word Halloween collection. Look at the Dracula. Oh, wait. The broccoli? The pumpkin? Are these keychains though, or are these just like, are these just your friend? Which is valid. Spud shop. These may just be buddies. Oh. 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 have a little loop on them so you can make them into a keychain. What's the story here? Who are these people? Oh, wait. They also have little light up guys? And water bottles? Oh. Oh, these prices are pretty high too. The devil though? Me. I love that. Oh. 18 plus? That's like the Build-A-Bear After Dark section of their website. Alex would really like this. I love the broccoli. Oh, yeah. There's probably tariffs on this. Ooh. Okay, bail. Very cute, though. I'm obsessed. The peanut. Oh. Okay, so this was the thing I was gonna get. I love him. He's a baby. I was gonna get this little freak. I'm hoping to run into it like at a little gift shop or something. Or Urban Outfitters. Yeah, I wanted to get this little freak. There's also a big one. He's super cute. I feel like there's a review that's like, I got this for my sister's graduation. And I'm like... The pizza, but it has the potato. This is Diet Tato. But like, what's the story? All these are on Baggu bags. Lots of good Miffy. Yeah, so he's not sold out. That's who I covet him. Squishable. Let's see what we have for Halloween, girl. The deviled egg. I just checked and the UK prices are just as bad. Okay, so here is the results when you type in Halloween. This guy seems new. I don't know what the symbols are. I think that's kind of fandom stuff. The Plague Doctor set is arguably very cute. Speaking of, how are we feeling about Baggu? I've seen people getting fed up with their controversies. I don't know my feelings. My feelings are, I've been using Baggu for years and years, and the first Baggu I ever got was like at a gift shop, and I didn't know anything about them. I was just like, oh, I want a reusable bag. And then a couple years later, I got one for Christmas from John's mom, and I was like, oh, thank you, now I have two. But back then, I didn't follow them on Instagram or anything. I think we're too close. We're too close to the brand. I think they come out with good, reliable products that you don't need in mass. I know there's a lot of talk about how they're not a sustainable brand if they're doing all these bag drops all the time. I kind of feel that because like I have, let's see, So I have this Karopi Bagu. I got this at Omoy. It's a gift shop in Philly. I have this. I picked it up because I was at the gift shop. I got one for me and I got one for Justine. I got her this one, or like whatever one came out at the same time. I just got her the Hello Kitty one, and I got Karopi for myself. Um, I got these because I was in the right place at the right time, apparently. I didn't realize that these are like coveted and like, I don't know, like a million, $85. I mean, rightfully so. That thing is badass. But like, I don't like the resell, like limited drop. Like, I don't like that about Bagu and how it's become that. My Karopi bag has like a tiny little hole in it, and I looked it up on eBay recently to see if I could replace it. And like I paid $12 for it, and now people are selling it for 35. That's not that bad, I guess. 34, and then Poshmark shipping is like always $8. So, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that they're like rare, limited drops, stuff like that. That makes me sad that like this is a bag I really like, that I bought at the right place at the right time. I didn't know it would have this kind of resale moment. And yeah, someone said that some of these bags go for like $200. I hate that. Um I actually saw literally this TikTok where this girl has like a tote bag version, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cute. Like that would be so cute to match my little bag." And I think these are like reselling for like $200. Um and I never even saw this. I probably would have grabbed it. Like, I love Karopi and it seems like a cute bag, but I think it probably sold out instantly, or like some Bagu shit. You know what I mean? Um, oh, I love the socks. They make so much Sanrio stuff. I just wait until they make a Karopi bag again. Yeah, but now I've been like manipulated a little bit, or influenced rather, that the next time they come out with a Karopi thing, I might over consume it to be like, I gotta get it. I don't like that. I don't like the hype. I don't like that Bagu has created hype, because they were never like that. Like, they had the same designs for 3 years or something. Like, and they have retired designs. They always have, apparently. Like, I said that John's mom got me a bag for Christmas one year. The bag she got me was like cat prints, and it said like Bagu Revival. So it was bringing back an old print. And I was like, I like cats. Like, it just was like that for me. So I wonder if on the other side there were Bagu heads who were like, they're doing the cat revival, I gotta get it. You know what I mean? I don't like the hype. I think the hype is manufactured by Bagu. I will say, on the back end, when you license products like these, you often have to include a number. So like, if Bagu, and this is like very broadly speaking, if like from 5-year-old to 5-year-old, like this is a baby talking. So if Bagu approached Sanrio, they would be like, okay, we want to license Karopi and we want to make 10,000 units. Then Sanrio would be like, okay, that costs $1 million. So after they make the 10,000 units, like the contract is over. So that's the other end. So I try not to be too insane about all this. But, on the other hand, I'm like, there was a makeup bag. You know what I mean? So I have my little Karopi bag that I got on a whim that I just genuinely enjoy. And now if I wanted to replace it, it's gonna cost close to $50. Like, that just kind of bums me out. But, like, other than that, the Bagu controversies, I frankly think were just a little too close to the brand. Like, I don't think we should care too much. We should care if they're doing harmful things. I'm not trying to minimize that and, like, you know, suggest. Oh, I do want this bag. Suggesting though that they're an environmentally sustainable brand, I don't think so. I think that the combination of them creating limited drops and limited colorways and exclusive colorways with different stores, I think this has created a weird culture around Bagu that I don't support, because I'll see people who have 30 Bagu and I'm like, okay, you can say that you're a sustainable brand 100%, and your bags in theory are eco-friendly in the sense that they can go in the washing machine, they're kind of waterproof, they're structured really well so they could last somebody years and years. You do a good job doing that, and that is sustainable. Good for you. But it doesn't work anymore if you've created this atmosphere for the Bagu girlies where they're fucking in a frenzy buying every single color of the medium crescent bag. Then the sustainability isn't there anymore. I think that they could fix this if, you know, for example, this bag, this exact bag, if you wanted this in light purple, so not this color, not this color, not this color, there is an in between these two colors that is an Urban Outfitters exclusive. If somebody had a preference for that color, then now it's an exclusivity thing. Like, I think on stream I was talking about how I wish they had a forest green. So imagine if they came out with a forest green and it was like a limited drop, or maybe at a limited store. That makes me insane. I'm just like, dude, can I have a green one? So I think they've created this atmosphere, and, you know, it could just be consumers, like, over consuming, and that's fine. But I wouldn't feel as crazy if they just always offered most colors. And if you wanted this bag in a different color, Uniqlo has a bag just like this. And although they're a fast fashion company, you could get a red bag 4 years ago and you can get a red bag from Uniqlo right now. And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards when I'm thinking about sustainability in fashion in the future. I think that people are going to turn to fast fashion. You can't tell everybody to thrift. Not everybody can, not everybody wants to. I've had some weird thrift experiences recently that have pushed me towards buying new. And I think if you are a store that offers the same thing all the time, it's far more sustainable than creating limited things for a little bit amount of time. I think if you always get the same blue jeans from Uniqlo and you rip them and you replace them with the same exact blue jeans, that is creating just like a more sustainable approach, even though you bought 2 pairs of jeans. Off the top of my head, I can't explain the details of why I find that more sustainable, but I just think it is. Especially because now, if fashion houses, I'm not calling the Gap a fashion house, but if all of these different fast fashion brands are coming out with new silhouettes and trendy clothes all the time, now you're buying, you know, flare jeans, then you're getting barrel jeans, and I really think that skinny jeans are going to come back. I'm very scared. All these different silhouettes I think are unsustainable, but somehow, and you know, somehow stores like Uniqlo that focus on basics, wearable basics, I find more sustainable in that theory, because they are still following the 4 seasons and making clothes that are fast fashion, not great. I've had Uniqlo pants fall apart and shrink, but I just think it's more sustainable because there's no hype. Yes, I've waited outside of a Uniqlo once for a limited edition kind of drop thing, but that's like beyond what I'm talking about. Interested to hear about a weird thrift experience? Not necessarily something that specifically happened, but I find that when I go to the thrift store, all the good shit has already been taken. Like if I go to the thrift store with the intention of looking for like a blue flannel, and I go there and it's just yucky and nasty and it's all Shein and it's all expensive, I'd much rather go to Depop, which is still thrifting, but going to the thrift store isn't exciting for me anymore. When I went to Philly this summer, I got to go to my first Uniqlo. I loved it. Ooh, that's my store. Agreed. I love some of the cute collab patterns, but I already have a bag and don't need 300 of them. I think the consumer overconsumption is what's driving it. I'm like, is everyone to blame? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I have this on my Amazon wish list right now, but I went to the store to see how it fit, decided I wanted the medium one, and I'm kind of just waiting. I think this will be good for when I go into town and commute. Like, I have a good purpose for this. But they come out with a lot of these limited edition prints, and I think that just, it makes some people crazy. Like, they're like, I need the cowboy Hello Kitty or I'll die. But like I just described, they may also have a limited license with Sanrio where they're only allowed to make 500,000 of these and then they're done. So I don't really know. I'm like, Bagu's like social controversies aside, I just didn't care a lot about. I was like, I should not know anything about Bagu. They're not a person. They're not my friend. I shouldn't follow them on Instagram. I don't care. But on the other side, I think all of the like limited edition drops and limited edition colorways are nonsensical if they're still trying to have this brand ethos of like being sustainable, because it's not sustainable to come out with a limited edition colorway. It is sustainable to have 12 colors you always offer. You know what I mean? And yeah, they probably always have black, and they probably always have, well, actually, this isn't a lot of colors. So yeah, I don't know. When brands stay consistent, it's so nice. I don't want pants to change every year because I want clothes to fit. Yeah, like one of my eBay alerts is a skirt I got from the Gap, like when I was in beauty school, and I loved the way it fit. And now all the Gap's clothes are like weird silhouettes and like bitchy shapes for people in New York, I feel like. And that's not shady, but I'm just like, can I have something that I can wear? Like, can I wear this? Why? What is this? Can I wear this? So I don't know. One thing, so this is kind of on my wish list, but I can live without it. These are the bowler bags, and I've talked about this on stream before because I really wanted a stand oil bag. But they're from Korea and they're like quasi difficult to get your hands on, and they're over $100. They are vegan leather. But I don't need a stand oil bag. Like, it's not the end of the world. But then Bagu came out with this silhouette that is the bowler bag, and I saw this girl try, like, she went to the store to try on the bowler bags, and I want to as well because I really don't know how they would fit me. And from behind, she showed a navy blue bowler bag, and I was like, oh, you know what? I would love it in navy blue. And then, like, turned it around, and it was this fucking Hello Kitty bag where she's on the phone. I'm like, listen, Hello Kitty has been my friend my entire life. We're good. We're cool. We have a great relationship. Can I have a normal bag, please? Look at the colorways they offer. Can I have green? So they had yellow and it was limited edition. So can I have yellow all year? Like, I don't know. So this was just like kind of a funny, like, I don't know. There was a meme a couple years ago where like it would be a decent looking shirt, and then it would be from Forever 21, and you would turn it around and it would have like an insane slogan on it. That's how I felt. The green was limited too. Okay. See, that's like, I don't think you get to be sustainable if green isn't on offer. I feel crazy. So on one end, I'm defending Bagu as a customer of like 15 years. But on the other end, these practices are making me insane. I do not want to buy your bag off of Poshmark from a reseller. I want to buy it from you. May I? And literally, I saw this on sale and I was like, do I buy this and take the Hello Kitty off of it? No. So I don't know. Obviously, this one's very cute. I think the model is slaying. I think one time we looked at Bagu and the model was scary. See this red? You can't get the red one. You can't get the yellow one. I don't think you can get the checker one. Oh no, you can. No, it's sold out. We've been streaming for 5 years. I guess it's been 5 years since COVID. That's when I started streaming. That's the meme. A nice sweater, and then you flip it around and see a fuck ass thing like it's wine o'clock. That's Bagu to me right now. Hello Kitty on the phone? There's no phones. There's no rotary phones. This feels like ColourPop all over again. It keeps happening. And now I really don't think the girls fuck with ColourPop. I think we were all exhausted. I do be using my expired Animal Crossing makeup though. I'm not gonna lie, I agree 100%. I have all reusable bags, baggy bags for when I go to the store with my partner, and had no idea about them before being with me, and now he is also a massive fan. We just talked about the overconsumption of Bagu, and this is wild we are talking about it now. I think this conversation is happening, and if they don't do something, it's gonna be the end of Bagu. Just like ColourPop, there's a tipping point where people get exhausted. Even if you have the girls out here who are buying this one, and I'm not coming for anybody. Like, I look like this. I'm not coming for anybody at all. But like I love that the brand is trying new stuff, but can I have green, please? Like, stop pissing me off. Like, I'm a little irked, and it's going to turn into something else. I'm going to become mad. ColourPop, I haven't heard that name in years. Because ColourPop did this whole thing. That is such a good comparison. I'm going to be using that from now on. The thing is, like, if you want to be a sustainable fashion brand, I legitimately think you should offer Roy G. Biv and then come out with some of this stuff. But I mean, I don't know. This is probably somebody's favorite bag, and I don't want to come for anybody. But I don't know, girl. Brown, please? Because this silhouette answered all of my problems. I wanted a bag that I thought was leather and expensive and from Korea. And then they came out with nearly an identical silhouette that is geared towards the keychain girls. And it's a shoulder bag and it's boxy. I was like, this is so cute. Can I have blue, please? Because I need some. Okay. The other thing about sustainability is this needs to match my outfit for 5 years. I have a Uniqlo sling bag. It like goes over the front. I'll usually wear it for like a few months every year. But that's the thing. Like, I get in the mood for it. I wear it for like, 2 months. But I've had it since 2016. Like, her birthday is coming up. Her anniversary is coming up. I promise you, like, if I can wear this for 10 years, then you get to be a sustainable brand. Otherwise, no. And I don't know. Is there a person out here who's going to wear this for 10 years? Like, I hope so. I hope they are, living their hee-haw fantasy. But I'm like, that's a beautiful color. This is literally the Forever 21 sweater that says it's wine o'clock. Oh, the Sport Sax bags are so sexy and expensive. I think they have a Miffy collab right now, too. These are the original, I don't know. They sell these at the department store. These are Care Bears. What the fuck? They had a Miffy one. I just have to laugh at some of these. You know what though? I'm kind of a big Tetris head. I got really good at it, and then it was like raising my heart rate, so I couldn't play it before bed. I'm kind of speechless. I don't know what to say about what I'm looking at right here. Honestly, at least they went for it, I'm like, how can I wear this in 5 years? But I'm looking at this kind of like, those are ugly. Let's go. This is the essence of Tetris. I've never seen a Tetris collab. This is kind of like a collab that Coach Bags would do, and you would go, girl, what upper middle class mom is this for? I'm begging to find out. Ooh, they're all on sale. I guess they flopped. This with all the zippers. This isn't giving Tetris though. Where's that little bitchy? Oh, gummy bears? There's so many random collabs. Oh, John is home. Does anyone have one of these little baggies on their purse? I'm gonna make one. I looked up a tutorial. It was in Japanese, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm just gonna make a little baggie. I love Tetris, but this is so ugly. It's not telling me that it's Tetris, kind of. Also, I hate this little bitch so much. This motherfucker, the Z, I don't want to look at that every day. I hate this bitch so much. I cannot be anywhere near that thing. Anyway, if you have the the small Baggu bowler, let me know how you feel about it. Weirdly, Baggu is like weirdly protective over this bag or something. I don't know. They don't sell this at Urban. They don't sell it on Amazon. You can really only get this one from them. I wanted to try it on. I have a little My Melody bag I keep bird food in. I was gonna say, I think what you keep in your little baggie is very personal, and you prove that point. I think it's very much up to you. No joke, I feel like you can make a bowler bag at home. I think I did. I definitely watched a tutorial for it, and the thing that gave me pause was this moment. This, like, you open the bag, and the bag has this little accordion moment. I definitely was like, oh, girl. Bitch. I just did a tote bag tutorial that's gonna go on my Patreon, and it was like my warm up to sewing because I haven't done a sewing project since we started the house. So I have to get a little more confident. My only issue with sewing on stream is that the sewing machine is really loud. I don't know if it would even be fun. Or maybe the other girls are sewing on stream and it's not that bad. This would be something though I would even willingly order, like the pattern on Etsy or something. Like if somebody figured this out, me figuring it out, me buying a pattern of someone else who figured it out, very good. So, ooh, it's a little lunch baggie. It's a touch lunch bag-ish. Oh, I like that pocket. What is that, tweezers? Oh, it's the zipper. Oh, that's a zipper? Nice. That's actually nice. How much is this? 95. Sports Hack, stop. Stop it. Yeah, let's see what's on sale. White. I feel like I've seen her, like, in school or something. Maybe the kids had this. The rich kids. This is a really good example, though. This is the sports sack, and they have regular colors. Can I see this on someone? Can somebody wear this? Can I see this on bod? Yeah, I really can't complain about Baggu when the sports sack is right there. But it do be double the price. Honestly? Ooh, honestly? And she does have collabs. Oh my god. If we're going on Vera's website, I'm gonna freak out. Oh, oh, this looks so good. I love this so much. This is incredible work. This is a masterpiece. Oh my god. The way I would follow someone home if they were wearing this. Look at the outfit too. I just need to know, what is this person like if I saw this person out in real life? Is this a pocket? Oh. Vera, bitch. Is this a pocket? Oh my god. You put a little guy in here, you're set. Vera. Is that a pocket? We gotta wait for this to go on sale. I love my Vera Bradley bag. I got it secondhand. I talked about this on stream before, so I'll keep it brief. I got mine secondhand for I think under $10, and you can put it in the washing machine. But the inside of my Vera bag has so many compartments. Like, it has so many pockets, which I feel like is a lost art. I feel like the last few purses I've gotten in the last couple years, almost no interior pocket. They're like, ew, you use that? And I'm like, no. Vera, she keeps it. She knows who her customer is. She said, you have shit? I know. Ooh, I'm coveting this. Item ships free? I mean it better. And like, this print is a little ugly in the full tote, but something about that other shape is so perfect for this print. I think it's because the black handles like break the print up. Vera Mama. That's very good. This I'm not as into. This one is kind of bitchy. Honestly, at the thrift, this one would come home with me, but look at the discount. She knows that this is hot boy shit. Vera said, come and get it. Aw. I would talk to this girl. I know there's pockets in there. This is the sexiest bag ever. For Christmas? Oh my god, with a bow on it? And a boo boo. That girl likes horses. This one? This one. This girl has a planner. Oh, wait. This one is so sweet. Why the fuck is it like $100 less? This one is so precious. Oh, and for spring? Oh my god, and you have like a little keychain of a mushroom? No. Oh, it is a side pocket. Oh, and a front pocket? Miss Vera. I like this one. I mean, this one's the best. But this one is so cute. If you didn't want to spend $400 on this one. Miss Vera, this is so cute. They have a lot of Disney shit. If that's what you're into. These bears kind of look like naked babies from afar. What else is Vera cooking with? Oh. Vera also might be on my shit list though, because she had a Halloween collab that sold out in 2 seconds because all the resellers bought it up. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, that bear bag is cute. Oh my god. Oh, it's out of stock. Okay. Thank God. Oh my god, I was wearing a bandana, like styled, like cottagecore, and John asked me if I was in the Crips. Ruined my whole look. I was like, why would you say that? He was like, oh. I was like, girls are wearing bandanas and it looks very cute. Oh, it's Candy. Oh, Miss Vera. This is actually a good makeup bag. And then you could wash it. Oh, Miss Vera already has a teddy bear bag. I don't know. I love it. Okay, so now for the main act. Okay, a couple things. Last time we had stream, I asked you guys if you... I have a blankie, sorry. I'm not turning on the heat until December. I'm gonna put one of those like clear acrylic boxes over the thermostat so John can't turn the heat on. Actually, it's just like, I don't know. It's just a storm right now. I don't think it's that cold. So I did ask you guys if you've ever made your own photo cards. Alex said that she gets hers on Etsy, and I might do that next time. But I tried to make my own photo cards by going to CVS, and the issue is they're too big. So this is Ultra Sun, and I was able to get this printed at CVS. And this is just regular photo paper, and it came on a normal size picture that I had to cut into 2. And then I just cut the edges kind of round. And this photo card holder has this extra piece. I don't know if nicer ones generally have this. All of my photo card holders have been from like AliExpress until I got this one. So even though it still has the plastic, this one also came with an extra insert. So I just used that to trace this. But this photo was 75 cents, and I cut it in half and got the other photo card I'm going to show you, but it's literally like a photo. It's not super high quality either. Like the actual image of the people is kind of blurry. It is a screenshot I took from their Instagram, but like it's not great quality, and then I put stickers on it. I don't think the quality has to be super sharp, I guess. But just wanted to give a like little CVS review of my photo card experience. There was a lady getting passport photos while I was there, and she was so mean. It's like distracting me. But other than that, getting photos printed at CVS is kind of painless. The first way I tried to do it, where you like sync your phone to the CVS photo kiosk, my phone was like, you will get a virus if you do this. So I had to do it a different way. But then that was pretty easy. Bye everyone. I need to go outside and get some vitamin D. Have a good stream. Bye. Have a nice time. So I got this photo card holder. It's My Sweet Piano. I got this at Mido, which is like a Japanese grocery store outside of Philadelphia. It's pretty high quality. So maybe Sanrio has these on their website. I generally see a lot of Sanrio ones that I assume are bootleg, but this one was pretty nice. It has this gold hardware on top, and I just added a little friendship bracelet bead, which we made on stream last time, that just says Ultra Sun. And I have just some other keychains I added on top that I thought would be in theme, and then that's what it looks like. It's like a lot going on, but I had a lot of fun making it, and I was able to do the picture, you know, for like essentially like 40 cents. Although I think the photo card holder was like $13, but I got it a few years ago and was just holding on to it. So the second one that I did, I made this Contra Void one. This one was a little easier because this is a wide photo card that a normal size Polaroid can fit in. So I didn't have to trim him. I had to trim the Ultra Sun one. So this is the full size that it was. And then it kind of zips in here almost like a pencil case. I used to have a Polaroid in there. And then I just did the same thing. I added a Contra Void kind of charm bracelet. And then another keychain. It's Luigi. And then I put a ring on top. I think these came out super fun. I put stickers on the Contra Void. And these are just kind of cute photo cards. The last one I made is of John and I. And this is a Instax Polaroid that just fits in here. I thought that the cat looked like Ethan, but this is just from Amazon. And then keychain, it says love. And then a little second keychain of just like stars and stuff. So that looks like this. And then I just put stickers on it to kind of make it cuter. And then the card goes in and out the back like that. It's not as secure as the My Sweet Piano one, but this is just like a cheapy, like couple bucks on Amazon holder, but it really looks exactly like Ethan, so I thought that would be cute to put our picture in that one. And then versus this one. They're like obnoxious on the bag for sure, but I think that they're fun to like express yourself. There's not a lot of Ultra Sun merch or like Contra Void merch, so I like the idea of it being a little more personal. I made those over the weekend. But I also got the Trader Joe's Halloween bags. This was last Thursday. I told you guys I was going to try and do this. We looked at pictures online of the Trader Joe's Halloween bags, and I think some of them were AI. So I just wanted to head there and grab them myself. I got all 4, but my other one is currently drying because I washed it. So in the meantime, here's these 3. So these were $2.99 each. I went to the Trader Joe's in Center City, Philadelphia. I got there at like 6:45 in the morning. But I was able to hitch a ride into Philly with John, so I just took what I could get. Trader Joe's opens at 8. I've seen some people say that Trader Joe's opens at 9 and that they opened at 8 for the bag release, but I think mine always opens at 8 because eventually like regular people were waiting for the store to open. But I got there at like 6:45, not because I was like determined to get the bag like I was, that's why I was there, but I did see people online who started lining up at 4 a.m. definitely not me, girl. But I was there really fucking early. Around 7, someone came out of the inside of Trader Joe's to talk to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm here for the bag, like, but like, don't mind me, like, I'm gonna make like a TikTok about it. I'm like here as a, you know, as a journalist. So he's like, oh, that's cool. And he came and he like got me a chair, and I was the only one waiting until like 7:55, and the store opens at 8. So I was literally the only one waiting for so long that it was making me nervous. I was like, what if it's not today? One thing I thought was that, like, I was at the very front door. I was like, what if there's a line, but it like starts in the parking lot and I'm not technically in it? This is my first Trader Joe's bag drop, and I just heard that they go crazy. So I was like, surely a major city like Philadelphia, there would be a line. But all of a sudden at like 7:50, then people started showing up. Only like 11 people. And then there was a granddad who walked right to the front of the line, as if it wasn't there at all. So I was like, he must just be here to like food shop. I'm not gonna clock this guy. But it would have been hilarious if he did grab a bag. So he technically got in first, but at 8, they just unlocked the doors. I watched a bunch of videos where at 8, someone from Trader Joe's came out and like talked to people and told them the rules or the expectations. But at 8, like, a girl just like flipped the door unlocked and then walked away. So I, as the line leader, I waited there a moment and was like, maybe someone will come out to get us? But then I walked in and the bags weren't at the front either. The bags were all the way in the furthest corner, and then like next to the cashier bay. So you would have to walk through the store, and then they were right in the corner, and then you would go to the cashiers. So I was like, okay, I don't know. But I don't know. I felt a lot of responsibility as the line leader. I should have went through each aisle looking for them. But I did a scan, saw them, and then walked towards them hesitantly. And then they were just in a giant box. And employees were there. So I'm thinking like maybe Trader Joe's to the employees was like, you can't buy them until everyone can. So at 8 o'clock, the employees were picking out the bags they wanted. And then I just like approached and was like, I'm here for the bags. I only wanted one of each. I texted Justine, asked her which one she wanted. She didn't fucking reply. She doesn't get one. So I thought, so the one I'm not showing is the best one, in my opinion. But I actually do like all of them, I think. So I guess we'll just go on my own Instagram here. Shameless plug. So this is the one I got. It's like green straps with a purple bottom, black bag, and then the text is in orange. This is the one I got. So I was going to get 2 of the black bag with the purple bottom because I was going to give the other one to Justine. And you were only allowed 1 of each color. So, oh yeah, so here, when I literally walked into the store, walked to the furthest corner, like this, you can see water bottles. This is the back wall. So this is the furthest corner of the store where this was. And the ones that are missing, the employees got, I guess, at 8. So I think it's kind of nice that at 8 o'clock, they let them get first dibs, because I'm sure like their family and like they've been hearing about these bags, and they work at Trader Joe's, so they probably want one too. Like, when I worked at McDonald's, I wanted all of the pins, and nobody hated McDonald's more than me. So this is the colorway I wanted to get 2 of, but you were only allowed 1 of each. So I posted a TikTok, and one of the comments on there was like, oh, my store had a limit of 20. I was like, the store I went to, you were allowed 1 of each. And I grabbed them myself, but after me, the person standing here started to give them to the people, like hand it to them. But it wasn't a frenzy. You can see the person behind me, it like a natural line formed, and it wasn't chaotic or anything. But like I said, only like 11 people were there. And like a granddad who I think like wanted bread. It was like pouring rain when I went, so I kind of thought that maybe that's why people weren't there. I didn't even know it was gonna rain. Thankfully, John had that bag in that umbrella in his car, so I just snatched it. The Trader Joe's my mom went to was sold out of the multicolor, so I got purple. I like purple. That's on my lap. I like the purple one. Regular people as opposed to bag freaks. Yeah, like when I went to Trader Joe's, I wanted to let him know, like, I'm not a reseller and I'm not crazy. Like, I'm here to document the phenomenon from like a pop culture standpoint, but also I do be liking the bag. People around me on Facebook Marketplace are selling them for $15 a piece now. Honestly, like 15 is kind of like a quadruple markup, but it's not that bad, I think. But it wouldn't be necessary if these were available all the time, and I'll get to that. I really resent needing to line up for things, concerts, drops, etc., hours and hours in advance. I feel like it used to not be a thing, but Gen Z is like, yeah, I'll be lining up for 26 hours before I get to the concert, and I say that as a Gen Z. Yeah, I think I saw things like people lining up for things in the like Black Friday era, and then the like waiting for a video game era, and then like waiting for sneakers era, and then it like kind of spread into everything. But, I mean, I've had friends who would wait for Morrissey for like 5 days. So, it has always existed, but it was much more, it wasn't for every and all thing. It was like very uncommon and unusual. But I used to work at a streetwear store, so we would have people who would spend the night outside waiting for something. I always felt like, though, back then, it was for them. Now I think it's for resellers. Like the people who wait in line, I think they do it for like a financial incentive, I feel. Real concerts are already exhausting. I don't want to be standing in the cold for hours too. Yeah. 20 is wild. Yeah, so can we look at my TikTok on here? Give me a second. And you can follow me on TikTok if you want. I now am on TikTok and I upload pretty regularly. I upload like once a week. Yeah, my local store was doing 20 per person, which actually shocked me. So one thing I will say is I found that because these bags are so inexpensive, $2.99, that a lot of people are customizing their bag. I think because it's such a low threshold. Like, if this is a $20 bag, people probably wouldn't be drawing all over it as much. But I think because it's such a low threshold, I see a lot of people using these in super creative ways. One thing, like, I saw somebody embroider, like, bats onto the pump on the orange one. And I was like, that's so fun. That makes it so much more Halloween with very minimal, not effort, but like very minimal time. Like, you can put a bat on here, I think, in 5 minutes while you're watching a TV show, or like a cobweb. And I think the spirit of that adds to a lot of crafty people. Like, I love craft people getting their hands on the bags and customizing them, and love that. I love customizing things and the spirit of that. So I found that, you know, if you were to get 20 but customize them and maybe sell them on Facebook, I could see people doing that. Like, if you got the orange one and you had an embroidery machine and embroidered, like, you know, Skylar, and it's somebody's kid, and you give this to them for trick-or-treating, I thought that that was kind of cute and something that you could definitely do if you I don't have an Etsy or some shit. I liked the spirit of that, not the spirit of resellers. But for a 2020 limit, that might be what's going on. Like, if a teacher got 20 of them and gave it to her students as a gift and, like, you know, had their name on it, that sounds really cute to me. And for $2.99, that could totally happen. But not resellers. So I don't know how you get both. But when I read the 20 limit, I was like, that's kooky. And then I thought about it later and I was like, oh, but that could be really cute for like daycare or me. My mom got 5 of each color. Okay, what is her plan? There was no limit at my store. There's another comment on here where they said that the cashier ripped all the tags off of each one. I was like, because of resellers, like, I was so curious. Mine have the tags. I don't think the tag being on there would matter too much, but yeah, maybe resellers covet the tag, but you wouldn't have known that they were going to do that, so you would have been waiting in line anyway. I don't know. But yeah, one of the comments says that the cashier ripped all the tags off. It seems like there was no universal consensus. Like, the stores did whatever they deemed necessary. I got the one multicolor bag. I like the purple a lot, but I don't know if I would use both of them enough. Yeah. For me, it was easy to just get all of them in the like chaos, because I couldn't like sit there and think about it. They'll always have a use because John always uses like canvas bags like this for work, but I do think I'm going to see if any of my friends want them first. I never thought I would keep all 4, but I knew I would be able to use them or, you know, give them to my friends. But yeah, 20 seems like a lot. Like, unless I had like a grand Patreon idea, which could have been fun. The employees at my Trader Joe's were talking about how they think they're going to have a ton of the orange ones left because it seems to be the least favorite. I saw a couple people get orange and black. I wonder if you could do like a Frankenstein and take the straps off of the orange and put it on the black one and vice versa. I think that would make them much more appealing. I queued up at 4 a.m. for an ATEEZ concert last year, and it was actually super fun. Very cold, but it was nice spending the day with fans, and I was in the second row, so I could actually see them. I'm 5'2". Yeah, I think I queued for ATEEZ for 2 hours before or 3 hours before, but it was raining, so it was kind of a bummer. But everybody was super friendly. Resellers are such a weird shopping phenomenon. I went to a used bookstore sale at my local library, and it was so tiny, and there were so many resellers going crazy and buying and grabbing and scanning books trying to see which one was worth the most. Meanwhile, I'm just there to find a book to read. Yeah. There is a little free library like in my neighborhood, like the little library house that people put in their yard. And I walked past it recently and saw somebody scanning the barcodes, but I'm just going to say that maybe they were taking a picture of the back of it to see if they wanted to read it. But I was like, girl, from the little free library, there's rules. There's rules to this. And one of them is take one, leave one. Where's your leaving? Where's your left book? Resellers have really invaded like every space. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think that it's completely changed even my consumer habits on an unconscious level. So I wonder I wonder how much has changed and what the just what it would be like if it never happened. Would things be easier? Would things be normal price? Yeah, I went to the Goodwill bins once when I first got my apartment, and I got some nice stuff, but that was, 2017. Now I don't know what the bins would be like. Her plan is to make Halloween goodie bags to give to the kids on Halloween. I think that that's super cute. Um Especially like my grandmom would only gets like the same 5 trick-or-treaters every year, and she knows who all of them are. So I think that would be super cute for something like on a smaller scale like that. Like if you live somewhere where there's only like 6 kids, that would be so cute. Or 20 kids, however much you want to spend on Halloween. I would guess that if you're in a city, the limit is lower since there's so many more people, but I don't know. Yeah. I forgot to check if there was a limit at my store, but there were bags the day after the release in the afternoon when I went. Yeah, so when I went, it was kind of interesting. Like, when I went, like, a guy came out to talk to me to ask if I was there for the bags and stuff. And he was like, yeah, and if you don't want to wait, we have a bunch of boxes that we're not allowed to open until tomorrow. And I was like, oh, well, I'm here now kind of thing. But I did include that in my little video that it would be available tomorrow. One person was like, how did you know that? I've seen videos of people basically stampeding the bins when the employees bring out new bins. Yeah, that has to be resellers or like, thrift flippers and stuff, which I think was 1,000,000% less common even when I went. When I went to the bins, they had probably been the same bins the whole day, and I was digging through them. I got a Corningware, like the classic Corningware that goes in the oven with like the blue flower. It's like the white design with the blue flower. And I got the glass lid. I got all my pink plates and mugs. And I got 4 really nice bowls. I broke one of the bowls and I've tried to replace it. And the ones I got from the bins were just so nice. I don't know. They're great. They don't have scratches like from forks or anything like that. They were great. But yeah, I mostly got homeware. And you get approached by resellers if you have something in your hands that they want. They'll offer you money for it, which also feels weird. Ooh. I think in Philly, I don't know if we have Goodwill bins. When I went, fucking 10 years ago, I was out in the suburbs. My grandparents took me. I feel like if we had them in Philly, all the swaggy stuff there wouldn't be any stuff there anyway. I don't know. I watch videos where people are like, look what I got from the bins today. And it's like a Totoro on VHS and then like Ed Hardy jeans. And I'm like, these would not fall through the cracks around here. That would be purchased immediately. It wouldn't get to the bins. Because the bins, right, are like the stuff that Goodwill can't sell. So this is like the next place they go before the trash. My store had a 4-bag limit, but they let me get 2 black, tricolor, and an orange, so there wasn't a limit per colorway. That's what I was hoping for, because I would have gotten 2 of this, because I felt like I wanted to give one to my friend, and I thought it would be cute. Not if we were matching, but I just thought she would like this one too, and then I was going to get, like, purple and black. I was going to skip orange, possibly. I actually didn't have a plan. I just knew I was going to get 2 of these. But yeah, 1 of each colorway. Because the person behind me, I think wanted, 2 of these. But I was like, I don't get that because you're allowed to buy just 1. So it's not to like keep inventory kind of leveled out. I could go in there and just buy one black one. So what's the difference if I buy two? I didn't get that. I guess they thought everyone would have bought this one. But why'd they make this one so fucking sexy? The bins are crazy. The people shopping there are dead serious. I can't do that. So that was my experience getting the Trader Joe's bags. I'm going to make an interior pocket for my purple one. I saw online that the ink in the black one to like dye it is transferring. So I washed my other one, and then I'll wash this one next. So I'm just gonna sequester that one back there. I don't know if all of them are transferring, but I saw that the black one is. So I just rinsed it with cold water. I don't think my store had anything about limits, but it was right at opening and not very busy. Yeah. What else? Earlier this year, I read Pen Pal, and this is the author's next book. So I did get this. I had a $5 credit at Barnes & Noble, so I thought that I would get this. And this is supposed to be scary, so I'll let you guys know how it goes. This is Bad Man. It's written by the same guy as Pen Pal. Pen Pal is a self-published like creepypasta that he made through like a GoFundMe. So it's a very cool story about like people who really liked his short stories on Reddit like came together so he could publish a book. I like stuff like that. Pen Pal I thought was really good. It genuinely scared me. I read some reviews that were like, you can tell this is a novice author. And like, I did get little sniffs of that, but I didn't mind. I would prefer to give somebody a chance than expect like a polished masterpiece. And I thought Pen Pal was pretty good. So this is his next book. Respectfully, I'm curious why these are so soft after. We don't have a Trader Joe's, so I'm not in the culture. Sought after. So personally, I missed the other two like Trader Joe mini moments. And I don't know why they were so sought after before, but I will say I saw this little green one, and this is the classic color, and I was like, oh, I really like that. That's quite cute. I didn't know about these, and I think that may have added to the phenomenon because these came out, I guess, at some $500. So these must have came out low key, and Trader Joe's just put these out, and they were like, hey, these are cool. And people, I think, liked them and snatched them all up. So then Trader Joe's came out with these Easter versions, and I think people who missed these were like, okay, girl, I'm getting my Trader Joe's bag. And then once that hype was established, I think resellers got a little sniff of it. And then that culminated into this latest obsession. Like I said, I didn't know anything about these, but a green and cream tote bag is great for me. Love it. I do think it's funny, someone must have said something to Trader Joe's because they have a regular size blue tote bag, shopping bag that's always available, and I've always thought it was too big. I've always been like, that's too big. So I guess they were like, okay, we'll make a mini one, and people went fucking crazy for it. I wasn't there. If anybody was on, involved, aware of this, let me know. I've actually never seen anyone in life wearing one of these, but I do see a lot of people wear these. I'll see these around town. Generally, the girlies are wearing them. But my theory is that these banged and they didn't make enough of them. So when these came out, people went in a frenzy for them. But I don't really like any of these. So I didn't really miss them. But obviously these are fucking cool. This one would have went nuts. I'm so surprised they didn't make this. This is more akin to like their branding. Oh my god. I don't know, or maybe it was a huge viral moment. I'm not sure. I think they're a good size. And I think they look good. That's about it. Also, they're $2.99. If there's more than that, I'm not sure. Like, if an influencer was, like, really behind all these, I missed all that. This is just my theory. Yeah, if I saw this shit at the checkout, I would have been like, oh, and that. Like, just completely naturally. And if there wasn't... I only found out about the hype because I noticed like resellers reselling this. So when I heard about this, I was like, oh, I probably have to show up early for these if resellers are going to be there. When I got my Hobonichi weeks, I got there early because I heard that resellers take those too. So I'm not generally like a hype girly, but if I sniff out like resellers are going to ruin the moment, I will try and line up. This is my first time lining up. And if, you know, I also like filmed it and stuff, but I think they're cool. I've been digging them. I think it's like a perfect little honk honk. Yeah, I've seen some people add embroidery to it, and I think that's really fun. I don't know how much resellers are reselling these for. $13 is like fine, especially if you don't have a Trader Joe's in your state. That's not like super bad. Oh yeah, like here. This person customized it. I think that that's fun. I'd rather customize it myself though. Yeah, that's pretty sexy. They should have the standard one mini all the time. Like, that should just always be there. They're also a little responsible for this hype, I will say. Finally, to round out the episode, unless anybody has any questions or there's something I said I was going to talk about and I forgot, do let me know. Or if you have any questions. I'm going to use my little Trader Joe's bag to get books from the library. Yeah, it has like a good center of gravity for like a heavy thing. Like, I feel like you could put a gallon of milk in this bitch, no problem. Or like a stack of books, or like a plant. It's got a good center of gravity for like a dense thing. My toxic trait is seeing these and thinking, I have a drop cloth and a serger, I'll just make one myself, and then never making it. That's me every time I go to Urban Outfitters. I'm like, I can make all this shit, let's go home. So I did get my Halloween Sunny Angel. Not to be this like hype collector lady, I didn't buy anything for 2 years and now I'm addicted to shopping again. I did want to get the baby. I've always wanted a Sunny Angel, but I didn't like that they were naked. And I've talked about this before. The discourse is, if you're bothered by them being naked, then you are like perceiving their nudity, and they're innocent little baby angels, so you should not perceive their nudity. That's fine. I guess. So I always kind of wanted a Sunny Angel. I like the like creation of the Sunny Angel was to have like a little guy that you could just cheer you up, and you keep it in your pocket or your purse or on your desk, and you're like, things are hard, but I have a little angel baby. And I was like, oh, I love that. So I wanted to get the Halloween collection. I had been waiting for a Sunny Angel collection to speak to me, and for the most part, most of these babies are wearing clothes. They're wearing costumes. So I thought it would be a good shot at me getting a Sunny Angel whose Peter wasn't out. I'll quickly show them to you, but I do think we looked at them in another stream. Ooh, AliExpress is already bootlegging them. So here is the collection. I thought that these were very cute. All of them are pretty cute to me. The panda, like, maybe not so much, because it kind of looks like his eye bags, but it does cover his wee-wee. 3 of them have wee-wee out, and then 4 of them don't. So those are pretty good odds. So I have never been a part of the Sunny Angel hype. I see a lot of Sunny Angel trade events. Like, the Sunny Angel girls have a full calendar. So I was like, that all seems like a lot of fun. You know, I'll give this one a little try, you know, for the moment, for the culture. So find an authorized retailer near you. I clicked this. I emailed all of them. None of them were getting the Halloween version. So I made sure I was home on the 25th. That's when they came out at 3 p.m. So I was here 3 p.m. At 3 o'clock, I got my order. I tried to order. I had my phone open, like Swifties. I had my phone open and I was on desktop, and my desktop went through. I was able to get one. And then when my phone went through, I couldn't get one. So they did sell out pretty quickly. But, you know, me just being at the computer at 3 o'clock, I was able to get one. They were $14.95 each, $6 shipping. I paid $22 in total. I was like, that's kind of more than I want to spend for my little angel baby, and I can't pick which one I want. But all said and done, that seemed like a fair price because I did my research. I tried to buy it in real life to avoid shipping or whatever. Like, I did my due diligence. And I told myself, like, I've wanted a Sunny Angel for a couple years, and I was waiting for one that I liked, and the Halloween one, obviously. And then Kaylee and I also went to a blind box store that had last year's Halloween version, and they were selling it for $50 each. So I was like, okay, so $20 is, you know, it's now or never. So there was some sort of issue with shipping, and if you go on their Instagram, I have a comment that's like, when are these being shipped? And then a bunch of people under my comment were like, yeah, what the hell? So I think there must have been an issue with shipping because they included a free gift in my order. So I did read that if your order was over $80, you would get this gift, and I got it, and my order was $20. So I think there was some sort of issue with shipping, and a couple people got a free gift. So this is, it's just a sandwich bag. It's not like a silicone bag or anything like that. This is literally like a Ziploc sandwich bag. I'm just leaving it in the package until I figure out what I would do with it. I think it would be cute to like keep, you know, I have a ton of beads and shit like this all over the place, but the bag isn't sturdy enough to do that. Like, this is really, you put your apple slices in it once and throw it away. So I'm kind of just like leaving it for vibes as of right now. But yeah, I ordered the Sunny on the 25th and I got it on Saturday. And it was kind of funny because we replaced our front door over the weekend, which requires you to like take off a piece of your entire house. So when the mailman came, we had no door or like front of our house. So he was like, I was like, okay, that works. So these were all the ones you could get. And I got Mouse. So yes, I did get one of the only ones that has his wee wee out. But this is her. I feel like her face is kind of dirty. I'm like, do I email them? What the fuck is going on? Her like little nose has like a smudge on it. I don't know if you can see it. The white is like really bright. But this is her. I know there's like Sunny swaps, and there's a Reddit group where they do trades and a Facebook group where they do trades. I feel like I'm responsible for this child. Like, this is my baby. So I'm not going to trade it just because of my like maternal instinct for this angel baby. Yes, the bunny or the cat would have been great. That would have been perfect. Elephant would have been fine, but bunny and cat are the best, I feel. So I got Mouse, and you can see her wee wee. That's what I can't do blind boxes unless I love them all. So it was $88, or it was like $80 to get a whole case, and the case guarantees all of them. But I was like, if I get this bitch, I didn't want to invest the $80 because I would have kept them all. So, I did get Mouse. Mouse is cool because it has an accessory, like it's holding something. But cat would have been way better. The other thing about Mouse, though, as I'm coping, is she doesn't really look like she's in a Halloween costume so much. Like, I think I can keep this on my bag for a while. Yeah, the cat is obviously the best one. And then the bunny. And then maybe Ghost, because she's holding a pumpkin. Elephant looks like, I don't know, like, he is a poopy diaper. So, at least, you know what I mean? Unless that's your favorite. So, I got Mouse. And she's great. I ordered this little cosmetic bag online that I see a lot of the Sunny Angel girls will put their trinkets in here. I had these green pom-poms. I actually wanted to ask you guys why I bought these. Was this like a Halloween costume or something a few years ago? This was in my craft box. So I just put the pom-poms in this and put the baby in there. And then it goes on my purse like this. It's a little forward heavy. So Sunny Angel makes a little case like this, which is like perfectly designed for them, but it was sold out at the time. So I didn't want to get it from resellers, but I got an email this morning that they're back in stock. I'm like, okay, girl. Well, it's too late. So this is my little moment with my Sunny Angel. I just want one, so I'm happy to get one from the Halloween series. There you go. A little terrarium. I think 2 fit in here kind of comfortably, so you could also get this and get 2, but I just filled it with pom-poms. I really don't know what project those were for. And then I have it on my purse, which has a million things on it right now. What's your charm limit on your purse? Mine is generally a few things, but one strap. Like, I don't do 2 straps. There is none. There's no limit. I like your little trinket plushie from your reel. Yeah, so if you go on my TikTok, please do. I have a new moment on here where I went to the trinket trade. So a couple of these have popped up in Philadelphia. And it's kind of like a little free library, like take a book, leave a book concept, but it's take a trinket, leave a trinket. The one I saw that went viral was Shrek themed, and it was like a repurposed newspaper box, and it was Shrek. So you would take a Shrek thing or leave a Shrek thing, or just go and admire the Shrek objects. And then the Shrek thing, I think because that's super niche, turned into a trinket thing. Or it's still Shrek. I'm not quite sure, but I saw a recent video where it was not a lot of Shrek things. I would love if Philly had like a trinket swap. I've seen a couple videos of trinket swaps that look pretty promising. I have a lot of little objects. So, there's a trinket swap in my city that I'm hoping to go to next month. Ooh. So, I'm hoping that whoever created this little trinket box, maybe it turns into they become the designated trinket person of Philadelphia. But I think Kaylee tagged me in this and I wanted to check it out. And this is in the same area as the vegan bakery. So I just like made a day of it and I had a lot of fun. So I brought a couple things, kind of like probably too many stickers, but I wanted to make sure I left a trinket. So the area of Philadelphia, this is called Manayunk. It's kind of like a college bar, gift shop, touristy area of Philadelphia, but it is a lot of fun. But you can hear like early 2000s bar college music playing the whole time. But this was kind of like a waterproof, maybe it's like a camping supply box. It was raining the whole day. I'm in this alley that clearly has a bunch of umbrellas, but like inside it was so fun, but like I think some people didn't get the spirit because somebody left this like packet of Advil. I don't recommend taking strange Advil. Don't do that. Inside, the trinket creator had put this like plastic stick on compartment and people could stick stickers in there. Someone had left a hair clip, which like you could put through your dishwasher or just wash with Dawn soap probably. Couple stickers in here. I should have went through the stickers, but it was raining, so I didn't want to get them wet. And it looks like there's another hook here if you had like a phone charm or something you wanted to leave. This duck was tied with this like Avril Lavigne shoelace, so I feel like that means you're not supposed to take it. I kind of took it as like this is the mascot of the box. And then the creator also put this little plastic shelf. This is above my head, so I couldn't dig through the shelf, but my visual was that these were kind of like party favor things, like a plastic spider and like a little koosh ball. And then I saw this guy who he's perfect. Down here it was kind of like, I guess bigger objects could go down here. I had a hard time getting in there though, so you see me like, and I had done my nails that morning, so I was pretty mad that they were already chipped off like that. I've seen these. These are like, you're supposed to put them in like a planter pot, I think. And they're just like a little garden gnome moment. I saw later, so spoiler, I left a bunch of Quicken stickers in here, and I guess the creator checks on the trinket box because they like requested me the next day. And at first I was so freaked out. I was like, oh my god, did they see me? Did they? Because like I woke up and had a follow from this account, and I was like, oh my god. It was before I posted this video. I was like, oh my god, they saw me. And then later I was like, no, I left like so many Quicken stickers, they probably just Googled it. So I had this Labubu air freshener. I really was curious what it smelled like, but I have a sensitivity to air fresheners, and it was in this like sealed, vacuum sealed package. And I was like, Labubu is like very in the trinket spirit right now, so let's give the girls the air freshener. So I put that in there. Very much, there was so many stickers there already. I felt bad for bringing so many stickers. But I don't know. I thought, you know. So I brought these, which are Grateful Dead John pins that I made for his birthday last year. They got a little damaged though, like a little water damage. And then I put these Ethan me stickers in here. And then I don't know what this last sticker is. Take a trinket, leave a trinket. I took this green thing. I didn't know what it was, but it was kind of my favorite thing out of all the things in there. Maybe I would have liked this button. I actually didn't see it. So I closed this up, and it's pretty waterproof. Like nothing in there was wet. So I closed this. Yeah, see, it's kind of high up. Well, this is a bad example. I'm closer to the camera. It's kind of high up. So I'm standing here, and if you listen to the original audio, you can hear girls talking. I turn around to add this to my keychain, and the two voices you hear are the next people who go up to the trinket box. So it was very popular, and the one girl is like, what is this Labubu? So they took the Labubu air freshener. It was in there, girl, for like 40 seconds. I really like the thing I got, and I had fun going to the location and participating in the moment and leaving some things. So I had a lot of fun. The vegan bakery is like 2 steps away. So I went to the vegan bakery and I asked the cashiers if they had been to the trinket box yet, and they were like, no, what is that? And I did ask John, and he was like, I don't know if you explained that really well. But I told him about the trinket box, and then Stinky!
No, I'm so late, loudly crying.
Oh no. Luckily, I've mostly been talking about TikToks I've made, so you'll be able to just, I guess, look at those with no commentary. So I went to the trinket box, and then the bakery is like literally 3 stores down. So I talked to the people working there and asked them if they had been to the trinket box, and they said no. They had heard of the Shrek trinket box though, so I was able to be like, oh, it's like that. The next day, there were a bunch of Crust bakery stickers in the trinket box. So I think that after I went to talk to them, they put stickers in there, which I thought was very fun, very community, very me talking to humans. So I had a lot of fun. I ended up getting the jack-o'-lantern. I got this, I think it was $8, but it was spooky fun, and it was vegan. I wanted the cookies and cream, and I really couldn't decide. So if you get this, let me know. Pretty expensive, but the area of Philly it's in is like super touristy. Like there's like an Eagles Taylor Swift gift shop there, which I know sounds insane, but it is. That's the thing that's there. So it's kind of a, tourist trap area of Philly. But other than that, I had so much fun. I went back afterwards to just check on it. The Labubu was gone, and there was another group, and the second group was like alt girls, like with charms on their bag. So I waited for them, and then I took this clip to make sure I got the at. So in the like 5 minutes I was there, 2 separate groups, so that was fun. And from my understanding, the John pins somebody took. So somebody took the Grateful Dead John buttons that I made. One thing I think I'm really excited about with this, or even the spirit of this, I've been wanting to make, let me show you these. I was going to ask Inu if he knew about these. What are they called? Okay. The search inquiry has to be very specific because this could mean a few things. Okay, the trinket box is an amazing idea, and I also want the Shrek trinket box too. I also want to make one in New Jersey. I think you should make one. I want to make one for my little area, but I think I would, one, I couldn't promote it because it would be near my house, but 2, I think that I would become really territorial of it, and if people didn't use it in an appropriate way, I think I would become very upset. I'm not strong enough to host my own trinket box. I think I could host like a trinket meetup or a trinket trade, but I don't know. What if someone put a poop in there? What if someone put a dog poop in there? I would fucking find them. I don't have that kind of time. Okay, so these are called rosettes, and I've been seeing a lot of these in fandom communities. Like the Eat a Bag girls make rosettes. They make their own rosettes of their fave, and I think that it's so fun. They seem pretty easy to make. I'm really getting a lot of Halloween ones, but I was seeing them in the Eat a Bag community, which I have a toe in. Okay, here we go. So I was gonna ask Inu about this in case like people were making rosettes of their idols, but I've been seeing a ton of. Okay, so these aren't handmade. Here we go. I've been seeing a bunch of people make handmade rosettes, and then they put a pin of their like little crush in the middle. I guess Alibaba is also doing these. I think this is a stolen picture though, because I really think I watched this girl make this. I haven't seen these. Okay. So I really want to make a rosette, but like of my own interests. I feel like this is my wave. So okay, this is from Etsy, so this person is making these, I feel. Maybe they're custom too, like you can do a custom one. Okay, so she makes a blank one, they make a blank one. And then I think you just put your little pin through this part. I don't know. I went to the store, I bought ribbon, now I don't know what to do. So I've been really into these Eat a Bag rosettes, and then you put this pin, and I have a pin maker. So I was like, I could make one of these Eat a Bag rosettes, and it would be so fun to make an extra one and take it to the fucking trinket box. Like, this could be your test subject for your little crafts. And you're like, okay, my first rosette does not look that good, but maybe I take it to the trinket box and somebody really likes it. So I was kind of thinking of doing this. I got some ribbon, but as I looked up more tutorials, there's like a tool that you use to get the ribbon to like, I don't know, lay like taffy. And I don't have all this accoutrement, but there's like really simple ones that aren't Ida that are like country fair coated that I'm really into, like these. So I got Halloween ribbon, but I wanted to make like VC Andrews ones. Like, I'll be real. I want to make like a My Sweet Audrina rosette. Because like the fandom girlies paved the way, but then what about my fandom? Why isn't my fandom represented? If that's the case, then go out and make your own. So that's kind of what I've been feeling. I know I've been making a lot of charms and stuff. I have been a little stressed out, so it's nice to like do stuff with my hands a little bit. So this is my next wave. The fucking ribbon I got though, brother, this shit was $6. So I think I'm gonna have to make probably like a more bulk order to get the price down, because that seems like a lot. I don't know. I was at Michael's and I really got started. The first thing that came to mind was literally VC Andrews, the author. I need her on a button. I don't know. So if I make a VC Andrews rosette and I make a few of them, I promise to put one in the Manny Young trinket trade box for you guys. Once I get it going, and then I'll have a thriving business, because that's quite some money, girl. Though I think all these supplies cost that much money. You can usually find brand new ones at thrift garage sales for like $1. Yeah, I need to get my ribbon hoard going. But so I have this. These are my colors for my first rosette. I think that they're very VC Andrews adjacent. So I think that's gonna be my next craft. Once I figure it out, we'll definitely make rosettes on stream. I got printer ink, so I can print. I'm very close. I've surrounded the project, and now I am going to approach it. I'm closing in on the project. But the velvet is super cool. And it's a very generous amount. This is so much ribbon. This was $9. And then this was $6. Hello? The thing about Michael's... Okay. This will be my final rant. And then I'll be done. Okay. So here is what I asked John yesterday, because he did take me to Michael's. I know there's tariffs. But are things this expensive because of how much money CEOs make? Okay, growing up, I'm old. Growing up, things were not prohibitively expensive in like the arts and crafts category, and also the food category. Groceries cost money, but even a couple years ago, I spent maybe $70 at the grocery store, and now it's $130. So is this because of like CEOs get a raise every year, and 20 years ago CEOs weren't billionaires, but now they are? Is this $6 and not $3 because CEOs make so much money now? You know what I mean? Am I being brain dead, or Like, if CEOs weren't billionaires anymore, would this be $4.99? Like, does every fucking dollar go to the Michaels CEO? I feel like Michaels has always marked their stuff hella up so that their stuff can constantly be on sale and therefore a good deal. I only ever buy when items are marked down. Yeah, I mean, oh my god. And the shrinkflation, like, look, this isn't a full roll. See my finger? It like goes all the way in. This isn't like a full roll at all. I'm pinching it. That's how much I have pinched. This is like two rounds. First Halloween with no Joanne's, I know. I'm really like, could things be $1 less if CEOs weren't billionaires? And like, would that work? I don't know how long, like, if Michaels went out of business, I would not care. I would say you deserve this 100%. Because I wanted to get a button punch. I wanted to get a little button punch and add buttons to these. Snap buttons. The button punch was $30. I was like, I have a mortgage, Michaels. So when I got home, I looked it up on Amazon and the same one was $8. I'm like, okay, if Jeff Bezos is the richest bald man in the world, why can't Michaels, how about $12, girl? I would have walked out of the store if the button press was $12. But $30? Can you meet me? Like, I don't know. Jeff Bezos is rich. Michael. I don't know. I just feel pretty shitty, and I hate that like the arts and crafts world is prohibitively expensive. Like when I was a kid, we had a hobby store within walking distance. Like our parents let us walk to the hobby store, and we did so many arts and crafts growing up. We did them every spare moment. We did arts and crafts. Like, I don't know. We built so many popsicle houses, and it was just a crafty, drawing, creative experience. And we used our allowance there, so the crafts couldn't have been expensive. I just don't think, if I was a mom right now and my kid wanted to do crafts every weekend, I would be like, okay, so we're going to put peanut butter on a pine cone. Again. I went to Michael's today and it was $25 for a box of various beads. Companies take the opportunity to raise prices a lot and keep them high. When things like a pandemic and tariffs happen that would justify a small price increase, who is going to be the first company to lower their price? Someone is going to do it. Oh, I know. I wanted to buy phone charm shit there too. I don't, ordering craft supplies online feels bad. I like to go to the craft store and pick up the object and imagine the product and touch the thing, and it's like an additional experience to the craft. Ordering this shit online sucks. I don't know. But I mean, I got all of my Halloween ribbon from Alexandra Baba, and it was $2 each. So, and this is 10 yards. This is 10 yards. This is, okay, this is 5 yards. I thought this was 1 yard. Okay, so still, ordering craft supplies off of Alibaba makes me feel bad. I don't like it. Hobby Lobby is still cheap, but because of church taxes, I think it's not an awesome place to spend money. No, it doesn't feel good, but I do go to Hobby Lobby. I haven't in a while. I think just because of my no-buy, but that'll just have to be the next place I go. But I get crafty on the weekends. So it being closed on Sunday sucks. I think that they give their employees health insurance, but not like birth control, not like, you know, care like that. I almost never buy craft supplies new. Yeah. There is a salvage place in Philadelphia. It's called Thunderbird Salvage, and I always check their craft section. But the thing about Thunderbird Salvage, with peace and love, if like you're from Philadelphia and I'm about to say this, and this might be a bad PR move for me, Thunderbird Salvage does clear outs. So clear out is kind of like, you know, a landlord could be like, oh, this tenant left all their stuff. You can clear it out and you get to keep it. Or like somebody dies, you know, they do the clear out and they get to keep the stuff. Thunderbird does clear outs, so it'll be somebody's whole craft collection. And then you as a person have to sort it out, and like there's like a used chapstick in there and a hair tie, and like you're going through everything. It just is like, I'm not always, I don't know. Like I said earlier, sometimes I just buy stuff new now. I don't know. I'm a bit disillusioned by everything, but I don't know why. I'll snap out of it. I do like getting craft supplies at like a thrift store. They feel cleaner almost, or more organized. I'm going to the thrift store to look for thread and fabric. Wish me luck. Good luck. I need a good thrift store. I think being in a major city just makes it a little more competitive. If I was in a small town, for sure. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know where to look. We also have like an entire fabric district in Philadelphia, so I should not be so picky or complaining. I think I should do like a fabric road trip soon. But in the meantime, I do need to prototype my rosette, and became quite disillusioned by the cost of everything yesterday. But I don't even like Michaels, so I shouldn't have gone. And I got these snap buttons that I'm just going to sew on myself, and I'll ask for a button press, a button, like a snap button punch. I'll ask for that for Christmas or something. I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing the trinket trade. Follow me on TikTok. I'm on TikTok now. Some people have been asking me to get on TikTok, so do follow me on there if you would like. I also always post everything on Reels and YouTube Shorts if you don't want to use TikTok. It's always everywhere. My new YouTube video comes out this week. Last week was YouTube week, as you know, but my video was not ready until Friday, and I was just worried about posting it on a Friday. I would prefer to post during the week. So look for my new video either Wednesday or Thursday. That is ready. Quack, my cat is very interested by your hand movements. So make sure you follow me on my second channel on YouTube, and then I'm going to be making a main channel video on my braces. So I might do like a little Q&A on Instagram to kind of get some questions going. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It was a pleasure. Sorry I'm a little undone today, just kind of recovering from the weekend. So I appreciate you guys. And yes, if you got a Trader Joe's bag and you decorated, definitely send me a picture or tag me. I always love seeing that. I got a few over the weekend and it was a pleasure. Okay, love you guys so much.